Okay, tell me when.
Yep, you're good.
All right, hi there. We were just making sure that Shirley was with us before we started this, but welcome to our online celebration of our 4 Collingwood teaching legends, Julia, Jen, Robert, and Shirley. And first of all, I'd like to thank everyone who sent in video tributes and letters. It's been amazing. It's been great for me because I've got to see them all. We have over 24 minutes of video for each of the retirees, and that is pretty amazing in itself. Tonight, we're only going to show you approximately 6 minutes on each person, and we've intentionally concentrated on alumni. But when our legends watch at their leisure, their full 24 minutes, they'll see all the amazing comments from their current and past colleagues. So that's something for them to look forward to. The way it's going to work is fairly simple. I'm going to quickly be leaving this area, and Lisa is going to take over, and Lisa is going to have a brief speech about each of the retirees, and then we're going to show their video tribute. And then each of them decided that they would tape their speech. I think they were a little bit worried about emotion creeping in, so we're going to watch their tape. And when you see Jen's, you'll hear audio, but you won't see video, and that is Jen's choice. I know some of you will immediately think it's a Spears screw up, but it's not. That's Jen's choice. So it'll be a black screen during her speech. So I think we're ready to go, and here's Lisa.
Thank you, Dave, and good evening, everyone. What a pleasure to be here tonight celebrating our 4 outstanding teachers, a group that we're affectionately calling the Collingwood Legends, who will be finishing off their professional careers with a final goodbye at the end of June. Combined, these remarkable educators have a total of 96 years of teaching here at Collingwood. Amazing. This type of long service to one school is really special, and this is why we are celebrating them tonight. We do plan to hold an in-person event for Jen, Julia, Robert, and Shirley once we're able to come together safely, but did not want to miss this moment to mark their incredible teaching careers. Let's get started. Shirley Frickberg. Shirley has a quiet strength and a presence that is felt within a group and a room. Her knowledge of biology and AP environmental science are wide and deep, and Shirley students have the utmost faith in her ability to impart knowledge and to inspire them to explore new ideas and concepts on their own. With her warm, caring approach, Shirley makes her classroom a safe space to wonder, to explore, to try, and sometimes to falter. Shirley's belief in her students allows them to achieve even more than they themselves may have thought possible. Shirley's love of science also led to exciting student opportunities outside of the classroom, whether it was science club and competitions at Kwantlen University, the physics Olympiad at UBC, or the annual Lower Mainland Science Fair competition. Shirley was always cheering on students and supporting her science department colleagues with her presence. I watched how Shirley and her husband David became the founders and proud parents of Collingwood's robotics program. From the early days of working with a handful of students in the old Morven science classrooms to the dedicated robotics lab and robotics playing field in the new Morven, Shirley, David, and Adelvo helped our students and program grow by leaps and bounds. They were the ones who first coached our students to the World Championships and wisely mentored and guided the RoboCabs as they competed on the international stage. Many of us have benefited from time spent with Shirley. She epitomizes what dedication means in teaching students to be passionate about science and learning. She's a wonderful role model of how to be a department head and a colleague, contributing to the overall success of our school. She's also one of the kindest, most compassionate, and empathetic people you will ever meet. Poet Flavia Weeder's words make me think of Shirley. Some people come into our lives and leave footprints on our heart, and we are never the same. Thanks, Shirley, for the gifts of your time, talents, and friendship over these past 21 years. Congratulations.
Hi, this is Annalise Wood, class of 2016, with a message to Ms. Frickberg. Just wanted to say thank you for AP Environmental Science. That was great in terms of cementing what I want to do in the future, as well as letting me volunteer for some of the robotics events. Even though I didn't do it myself, just helping out was incredible. It gave me a whole new appreciation for all of what you guys did, and I hope that's still going strong. Thank you again.
Hi, Mrs. Frickberg. Congratulations on your retirement. This is Cyrus Navabi, class of 2007. Thank you for being a wonderful teacher and for taking me and Dara to the BC Science Fair. I'm sure we were a handful and you always put up with us. I hope to see you soon and I wish you all the best. Take care.
Hi, Ms. Frickberg. I just wanted to quickly thank you so much for everything you've done, for not only me, but for the entire Collingwood community. The most important thing I've learned from you is being as independent as possible and proud in the work I do. I try my best to do an impression of you, but I think I'll spare you and anyone else watching from hearing my terrible attempt at a South African accent. I think I can speak on behalf of everyone in saying that you'll be dearly missed and that the science department, as well as Collingwood School as a whole, will not be the same without you. Thanks for everything.
Hi, Ms. Frickberg, it's Farron. I'd like to thank you for always believing in me and supporting me and for pushing me to be the best student I could be, and I couldn't have done it without you, and we'll miss you.
I'm Jerry Lin, class of 2017. Ms. Frickberg has inspired my interest in science, and she helped guide me along the way. She's always supportive of my studies, and she always comes to class with a smile. I'm very grateful to have Ms. Frickberg as a teacher and as a friend, and I wouldn't be here without her.
Hi, Ms. Frickberg. This is Jonathan Longcroft, grad 2011. I just wanted to wish you a very, very happy retirement. Thank you so much for all the years of great teaching at Collingwood and for always being such an amazing steward of science. And I wanted to thank you so much for putting on all those great science fairs and for coming to all those science fairs at UBC over the years. It was such a great learning experience for me, and I wish you all the best.
Shirley, from student to now colleague, you've always been an inspiration to me. You've been just amazing, kind-hearted. You treat everyone the same, and up until this year being your last year, you've always tried to make yourself better and better and do the best for your students. And that's what I hope to do and hope to be like you. I'm going to miss you immensely. I'm going to miss your mints, our little chats. But I know that you're going to do everything that you've wanted to do with your retirement. So I'm going to miss you, but happy retirement, Shirley.
Hi, Ms. Frickberg. It's Mac from 2016. My experience as your student helped me to nurture my love of science and prepared me very well for my recently completed science degree. I remember when it was my birthday, and we happened to have a morning dissection, and at the end of class, you had a surprise birthday muffin with a candle waiting there for me. That thoughtful gesture was but one example of you going out of your way to support me and other students. I'll be starting medical school at McGill in a few months, and have you to thank for me being where I am now.
Hi, Mrs. Frickberg. This is Rachel Davidson from the class of 2009, and while I never had you for science class, you were my stalwart badminton coach, helping students like me, Alba Ing, and Barbara Ho in that year. Admittedly, I was not very good at the game and not very athletic in general, but I appreciated your support through our practices and matches. Those away matches were a lot of fun. Your students have been so lucky to have you, and I hope you enjoy your well-deserved retirement. Take care.
Hi, Ms. Frickberger. It's Peter Q from Grad 2020. Thank you for everything you've done for the past years, especially Robotics Club with you and Mr. Frickberg. I honestly don't know where we'd be without you guys. You guys were always super supportive. Every time I walked in the halls, I'd see like a smile on your face. Even though you've never taught me, you were like always super nice to me and stuff. So thank you, and I will miss you guys.
Lights, camera, action. To Shirley. Thank you, Ms. Frickberg, for helping the science club and your support in the robotics team.
Thank you, Ms. Frickberg.
Thank you, Ms. Frickberg.
Hi, Ms. Frickberg. Thank you for your help for science club and teaching. Wish you all the best in the future.
Thank you, Mrs. Frickberg.
Thank you, Ms. Frickberg. Have a happy retirement.
Thank you, Ms. Frickberg.
Thank you, Ms. Frickberg.
Thank you, Ms. Frickberg.
Thank you, Ms. Frickberg.
Thank you, Ms. Frickberg, for being the best biology teacher I've ever had. And thank you for always coming to our robotics competitions.
Thank you, Ms. Frickberg, for always helping with science club and coming to robotics competitions.
Thank you, Ms. Frickberg.
Hey, Ms. Frickberg, this is Daniel here. I wanted to say thank you for all the things you did for me and many other students. Now, you never actually taught me in any classes, but that doesn't change the fact that you are one of my favorite teachers. So thanks a lot.
Hi, Ms. Frickberg. Thank you for all you've done to support science and technology at Collingwood. Amazing science fairs over the years, amazing curriculum, and obviously just a world-class robotics program that all started during your tenure at Collingwood. Wishing you the best in the coming years.
Thank you, Ms. Frickberg.
Hello, everyone. When I began thinking about what to say today, I started to reflect on my many years of teaching. It seems like such a long time ago that I nervously stood in front of my first class of 35 energetic grade 9 students in South Africa. That was in the 20th century. And of course, the students have not changed in their enthusiasm to learn and to challenge us. What has changed is the platform from which we learn and teach. I'm very grateful to Collingwood for making it so easy for me to adapt my teaching as the times have changed, even to the point of teaching online during this pandemic. Certainly not my first choice of communication with students, but a great opportunity to learn and collaborate with the best colleagues that anyone could wish for, and wonderful students who are willing to show up for class every time. I feel incredibly privileged to have had this opportunity over the last 21 years at Collingwood to learn with and from so many students and faculty. To my colleagues at Collingwood, and especially in science, I express sincere gratitude to you for being such an integral part of this journey with me. As a teacher, you cannot miss the fact that there are so many different players integrated into the success of your own teaching, beyond your own lab or classroom. I'm grateful to the parents for trusting me with their children, and to the people in leadership at Collingwood who over the last 21 years have allowed me many opportunities to try new programs and new ideas. This has been a fun, varied and rewarding adventure for me. I can honestly say that I always enjoyed coming to Morven and being surrounded by the positive vibes that this community exudes. I'd also like to thank my family for their support as I followed this amazing career of my own choice. My husband David for taking such a sincere interest in the programs that I was involved in, even to the point of spending so many hours at Morven that some people may have wondered if he was an employee. My children Claire and Mark for surviving the expectations of a mother who is a teacher, while also helping me to understand teenagers and their interests. Thank you to everyone for making this occasion so special and in such unusual times. I know that this event took a lot of effort and time to put together. It really means a lot to me that so many of you have generously given your time and that you've been so thoughtful in what you have done and said. I look forward to keeping in touch with colleagues and students and intend to visit Collingwood in the future. I'm going to leave my teacher's apple in the biology office, and hopefully some kind soul will keep it filled with mints for science teachers and students when they come by. Finally, thank you all for being such dynamic players on my team over the last 21 years. This has been a fulfilling and happy experience, and I have been so fortunate to have you all as part of it. Thank you.
Our next person we'd like to celebrate tonight is Robert Sword. When I think of Robert, I think of someone who is incredibly well-read, passionate about history and current events, and an educator who loves to teach using discourse. Year upon year, students have raved about Robert's ability to take historical content, dates, locations, countries, and names, and make the past come to life. He's encouraged his students to share their opinions, to disagree based upon historical readings and facts, and to form logical and persuasive arguments about the world in which we live. For Robert, success is not based on the number of students who earn A's and B's in his classes. Rather, he takes pride in having students become inspired to study history or political science and to continue to stay informed and engaged in the world around them. Did you know that Robert was the original editor-in-chief of Collingwood school magazine, The Bridge? Or that he is a talented musician in his own right as a classical guitar player? Or that the secret to him looking so young is daily exercise, fine food, and good wine? All of the teachers and I agree that Robert looks younger each year, and we only wish that we could take a page out of his book. When thinking about a quotation that reflects Robert's contributions over his 29 years at Collingwood, I think it would be this one from Gwynne Dyer. A celebrated Canadian journalist, author, speaker, and military historian, Dyer often visited Collingwood to speak to students and staff. He said, "Do the right thing, even if the heavens fall. It's not nearly as naive a maxim as it seems, because in the real world, it often turns out that doing what is morally the right thing is also, in practical terms, the right thing to do." Thank you, Robert, for always striving to show the students and your colleagues how to do the right things in our care for one another and in our passion for staying connected and knowledgeable about our world. Congratulations on your retirement.
Chris Whittle, Grado 5, Robert Sword, my God, retiring at last, the man, the legend. Collingwood will never be the same. When I think back to my grade 11 year when I did that double ender at the end of the week with you, Robert, memories in that room are legion. You know, whether it was John Menzies getting triggered by you glossing over the atrocities of communism, Malcolm Mert laughing at you missing your belt loop while giving a lecture about the school uniform, important detail to get the joke, or, you know, you sending me for long walks on a crutch maybe even. They were all outstanding memories, ones I will always look back fondly on. So thank you, Robert. Do not go gentle into that good night. Be well, my friend.
Hi, Mr. Sword. This is Austin from Grad 2010. Greetings from Tokyo, Japan. It's hard to believe that it has already been a decade since I was in your History 12 class. Anyways, I'd like to thank you for helping instill in me a love of history that continues to this day. I wish you all the best in your retirement, and I hope to meet up with you again sometime, somewhere. Congratulations.
Hey, Malcolm Mert from Grado 5 here. Well, after 20 years of threatening, you're finally doing it, eh? Congratulations on your retirement. And of course, you're doing it when we wouldn't be able to properly celebrate you just like you said you would. We're supposed to keep these brief, so I just wanted to thank you for teaching me to question everything, and that the thing we know least in life is the impact we have on other people. That rings especially true today, as obviously you'll never know the true impact that you had on all the students at Collingwood and the Collingwood as a whole. Thank you for missing that belt loop, for singing Fix It to Die Rag in class, and for making Whittle take that walk when he was on crutches. Much love, and I hope to see you soon.
Hi, Mr. Sword. It's Mike Bucci. You may not recognize me due to the COVID beard I'm growing right now, but I fondly remember you, class of 1998. And I remember your social study courses where you taught me to never trust mainstream media, and I still have that to this day. So thanks again, and all the best in your retirement.
Hi, this is Henry. I'm a part of the class of 2017. Mr. Sword, I think the most important thing that I learned from you was the power of an open mind. During my time as a student, we've had numerous clashes on ideas, but as a teacher, you've not only taught me knowledge, but also the importance of constantly question and strive for a better understanding. This has prepared me well for higher education and has continued to define me.
Mr. Sword, Dad, teacher, both inside the classroom and outside, still guiding me in all the best ways. Congratulations on 40 years teaching and nearly 30 years at Collingwood. I miss you, I love you lots, and wish I was there to celebrate this important milestone. Much love and congratulations. Bye.
Hey, Mr. Sword, Jamie Hussein here, grad 96.
They tell me you're retiring after all these years. I can't really picture you as a 7-year-old old man, thinking back 25 years to when you were sitting on the bench with us, cheering us on in our basketball heyday back in the day. I think you were a little unqualified to be a basketball coach, but I suppose no one else volunteered to do it. We look back really fondly on those times and appreciate everything you did for us. Congratulations.
Hi, Mr. Sword. I wanted to wish you a very happy retirement and also apologize on the record for being such a mean girl in grade 6 and starting a girl gang against our mothers, which I believe implicated you pretty seriously. I had you again as a teacher in high school, and even though I went on to do a few more degrees after Collingwood, you remain the best teacher I've ever had. And I really thank you for that. It was a privilege to be your student. And I wish you a very, very happy retirement and lots of love.
Hey, Mr. Sword, Patrick Hossack, 2005 grad class. Just wanted to wish you a happy retirement and, good luck with everything ahead of you here, and never forget your class in grade 12. You had all the rugby jocks in there. I actually remember you kicking your own son out of class, one of the more hilarious moments of my grad year. Anyways, I hope you get lots of time to, travel the world, go see Jack and Daisy in Australia, and wishing you all the best, buddy.
Mr. Sword, congratulations. Remy Paniker here from class of 2008. One vivid memory stands out. I think this was the last class of grade 12. It might have been grade 11. But you said if you could offer any advice, that would be don't go to university, go buy land, work hard and save up. Unfortunately, I haven't done that. I'm still in university, still paying tuition. But we'll get through it one day. Congratulations and thank you again.
Robert Sword, you told me once that if I was 30 and you were still working at Collingwood, that I should come by and drag you out by your hair. Well, I'm glad that you took some initiative and you're retiring. And I'm also in my mid-30s, and it would have been awkward if I did this 5 years ago. So I wish you all the best, good sir. You have been one of the most amazing people in my life, and I hope you have the best retirement.
Hi, Mr. Sword. It's Vanessa Griffiths, class 97. Just wanted to say a quick congratulations on your retirement. Good idea, good timing, I think. I was just trying to think what you told me to remember back in the day, and it was to put $50 aside for the rest of your life and you'll become a millionaire. And I did that, and I'm close, but thankfully I put a deposit on a Vancouver condo back in 2003 and that helped. But just want to say good luck, and look, I'm still wearing a tie, flying airplanes. Take care.
Well, retirement. What an interesting idea. I guess it comes to all of us at some point. It seems like a very quick journey, I have to tell you. And it seems sudden, but it's not sudden. It's been in the making for a while, I guess, but here it is. So, I want to wish Jen, Julia, and Shirley the best of times in your retirement. I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope it's meaningful. I hope it brings you a lot of happiness. And hopefully our paths will meet somewhere down the road. Sooner than later. I want to thank the Socials Department. Generally, I won't name all the names because I want to protect the innocent. Thanks, Nina. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Jen. Thanks, Valentina. Thanks, Morgan. Thanks, Chris, for keeping me in line, all the help you've given me, all the antics in the department, all the zany times we had, all the laughs, just a great discussions, philosophical and otherwise, but what a wonderful time. Students that I've taught for all these years, I just can't say enough about all of you. You are all wonderful people. And I've appreciated your courage, your honesty, your love, your love for learning, many other things that made life for me in the classroom a great blessing to be there with you. I look forward to it all the time. Not so much the prep, but the discussions we've had over the years, just all of the lovely things that you guys do, and just brilliant, all of you. Thank you very much for being who you are. I hope that I will have a chance to keep in touch with you, and somehow, please don't forget to send me an email or contact me in some way. I'd love to hear from you. Hope we meet. Hope we can have a coffee down the road somehow. It'd be great to see you. And thanks finally to David Spears and his minions, whoever those minions are, in putting those all together. But it's really lovely that we could end the year despite all the challenges in this way. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Collingwood. And hopefully I'll hear from you, or I'll be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
Jennifer Hobson. Jen has the amazing ability to continually reinvent herself and her teaching, and has done amazing things these past 33 years. Never satisfied with teaching the same thing in the same way twice, Jen continually pushes herself and her students to embrace change and to think outside the box. Whether this is taking on the role as social studies department head, introducing new courses like AP Human Geography, or leading students on a service project in India, Jen embraces life and relishes challenges. Colleagues consider Jen a master teacher and an incredible role model for them. People often seek Jen out and use her as a sounding board for their thoughts and ideas. I've seen Jen's excellent listening skills and her patience in working with students one-on-one or in small groups while helping them master a concept or to develop a project. Jen has also done what few senior teachers choose to undertake late in their career, excitedly leading a grade A class and working with both the youngest and oldest students at Morven in the same year. What you may not know is that Jen is also a talented artist and someone who enjoys the act of being creative. Last year, she sold some handmade items to raise funds for Grandmothers to Grandmothers, a movement made up of grandmothers and grand-others working to mobilize support in Canada, Australia, the UK, and the US in solidarity with African grandmothers and the children within their care, all as part of the Stephen Lewis Foundation. An avid outdoors person, Jen could often be found cycling from home to school, even in the most ugly weather. She is now enjoying walks with her new puppy and family members in the Okanagan sunshine. I'm sure that Jen particularly enjoyed sharing this year and her time at Collingwood with her daughter Charlotte, who is a proud Collingwood alum and currently an associate faculty member at Wentworth. In thinking of a quotation that reflects Jen's love of life and her passion in being a lifelong learner, Mahatma Gandhi's words come to mind. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Jen, you've inspired us all to remember that life is to be lived and that each moment is to be enjoyed to the fullest extent possible. Thank you and congratulations. Hello, everyone. We're just working on the audio for this particular segment of the presentation. If you can just hang with us for a minute, we will get this sorted out. Gerald Lee is on the case.
Done for me and all the students at Collingwood. Hi, Miss Hobson. I just wanted to say hi and thank you for everything you've done for me and all the students at Collingwood. You're such an amazing teacher, and we're all going to miss you so, so much. So I just wanted to send this video to let you know how much we all appreciate you and all the good times we've had with you, especially this year getting to be your human service. And that lovely, lovely bowl you made me was so beautiful, and I keep it over there in my room where I put all my jewelry in it. So yeah, we really hope you come visit us and we can stay in touch because we all love you so much. So thank you.
Hi Jen, it's Catherine here. I am just creating a little video to wish you all the best as you head off into retirement. I just want to take a second to thank you so much for being an incredible socials teacher. When I first came to Canada and to the school in 1990, you were a leader for me as a coach, and when I played field hockey for the senior team, you were my first coach, and I really felt inspired by you and continued to play through the years and through university, and now continue obviously coaching at Collingwood. And I just want to say thank you so much for being there and for being such a great role model to all the people around you.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Hobson and my grad year is 2012.
Oh, I'm Gideon Burnett and my grad year is 2012 also.
This is a tribute to Jen Hobson, and the funniest moment I ever had with her at school was when I told her that I was gonna date this guy in 2009.
Yeah, all right, and yeah, the funniest moment I had was when she told the entire class to treat her like a teacher and as a mother, even though you might be dating her daughter.
Hi, Ms. Hobson. This is Dan Sachs from the class of 2002. I wanted to say congratulations on retirement and a great career, inspiring and changing lives. I think back to our trip to New York often. I'm up there a little bit for work, and I see that Hilton Hotel all the time. I still think about our classes and some of the lessons learned, and really just your care for your students, of which I was blessed to be one. So thank you, congratulations, and all the best.
You know a teacher has had a great and profound impact when you have all of the lessons and activities from their class and you still use all of the lessons and activities from their class. Dear Miss Hobson, your class was my gateway into the humanities, and I'm so grateful to have had a formidable educator like you. Your appreciation for the world, your eclectic outlook, and your genius ability to teach students how to think rather than what to think is extraordinary and once in a lifetime.
You are one of the main reasons I am who I am and where I am today. So thank you so much for that. It's not every day you meet such a special teacher that you also want to keep around as a friend for life. I can't wait to give you a huge hug. Favorite memories, laughing in the social studies glass room thing, human services, all the life catch-ups we had since and will continue to have when I come visit you, hopefully in a couple of months. Congratulations, I am so proud of you and I cannot wait to see you.
Hey Ms. Hobson, it's John Menzies from the graduating class of 2005. Congratulations on your retirement. Just wanted to say thank you for everything you did for me in high school. Probably remember we did human geo and social studies and all those classes. And what you might not remember is that my sister and I actually made quite a sacrifice to come down to Vancouver to go to Collingwood. As a family, we spent a lot of time apart, but the reason for it was to go to school with people like you. And you really did make a difference in my life. The sort of the passion that I learned in AP Human Geo and Social Studies inspired me to go and do economics at a much higher level, which has led to a very fulfilling career. So thank you very much for everything that you did. Please stay in touch and come see me in San Francisco. We can grab a beer. So all the best in your retirement. I hope you've got lots of great plans for this next chapter.
Hi, this is Jonathan Fong from the class of 2011. I just want to take a few moments to thank you, Mrs. Hobson, for your years of service to the Collingwood community. I'm having a tough time picturing the school without you. As I'm sitting here, only a few days away from being conferred a master's degree in foreign service, I want you to know that you've played a huge role in where I am today. There have been countless times in my studies where I've encountered the power of demographics, and every single time I do, I think back to your classroom in Human Geo. So thank you, and best wishes as you start the new chapter in your life.
Hi, I'm Joy Hu. I graduated in 2017. My funniest memory with Miss Hobson was witnessing a live birth of a cow on a Human Geo field trip. And my most meaningful memory would definitely be Encounter. Miss Hobson, you have undoubtedly made a huge impact on my high school career, and I can honestly say that I wouldn't have gotten to where I am today without you. I'm so beyond grateful for all the support and encouragement you have given me throughout the years, and I'm sad that future students won't be able to have an amazing teacher like you. I hope you're doing well, and I miss you a lot.
Hi, Ms. Hobson. This is Tansy, and I graduated in 2016. I still remember learning social studies, AP Human Geography, and AP World History from you. And I was so lucky to have had you as my teacher. You're so patient, caring, and knowledgeable, and I was able to learn a lot from you. Many of our classes helped me broaden my perspective of the world, and some of the things that I've learned from you continue to be useful in college. I wanted to take this opportunity to wish you a happy and fulfilling retirement. Congratulations.
If my 30-plus years at Collingwood were a Netflix series, here's what you'd be watching. The show notes. The series is about a teacher who sort of falls into teaching and discovers that teaching was what she was meant to do all along. The series has 3 seasons. I'm the main character. Season 1 is about the early years when I know nothing about what I'm teaching. Really, nothing. I am learning on the fly and teaching whatever is on offer, mostly social studies. I do some field hockey coaching. I chaperone some great out-week trips. Peter and I run on the 24-hour relay team. Students stand up for any adult who enters the room. Parents come to the classroom unannounced to excuse their kids for all kinds of appointments. Faculty meetings are grassroots, policy-making sessions. I weather the growing pains of a young, vibrant school. Season 2 is about the middle years when we are parenting teenagers who also attend Collingwood. The theme of this season is chaos. Season 3 is the later years when the girls have grown up. I'm no longer department head and I can just teach. Several episodes reveal that at this stage of my career I might even know what I'm doing. It's also the season when I go to India 3 times with students and am most strongly inspired by the brilliance and intelligence of my department colleagues. The series ends in the midst of a pandemic. And now the credits are rolling. Top billing goes to my wonderful, wise husband, Peter, who always keeps me laughing. To my daughters, Natalie and Charlotte, for their integrity, forthrightness, and youthful perspective on what's most important. To my extended family, my sister, my brother, my in-laws. To my colleagues, whom I deeply respect, for our shared laughter, camaraderie, and inspiration. And finally, to my dear dad, who gave me the gift of language and articulation and precision, and who was at heart a teacher. And to my amazing mom, who is at heart an artist and who believes in the future. Thanks, Collingwood. It's been a great series.
Julia Clark. Hello, chappies. Julia Clark has been an integral part of Collingwood School for the past 33 years. She's been a leader as the head of the English department, an internationally successful and renowned public speaking and debate coach, and someone who seemed to know every author and poet that one could quote. A wonderfully wicked and erudite educator, Ms. Clark's ability to teach appreciation for the written and spoken word, of her use for wonderfully descriptive and multisyllabic words, and her absolute mastery of Shakespearean plays will long be remembered, just as will her infectious laughter, her collection of well-used coffee cups on her desk, and how she had the amazing ability to pull out the exact piece of paper she needed from a towering stack of documents with ease. When I first joined the English department in 1994, I knew that I was in for a treat in working with Julia. She's such a positive, warm, and welcoming person, and her clearly articulated vision for the skills and texts we would teach in English made stepping into a Collingwood classroom that much easier. I've seen Julia organize year plans and exams for every grades from 6th through 12. She was the person behind our annual public speaking competition every year for decades. Julia willingly spent hours reviewing students' essays, speeches, and papers with them until the students felt like they had things just right. Some of you may also know that Julia and her husband Derek took a 6-month sabbatical during the 2014-15 school year. They began in Spain, where Julia taught English as part of the Experience the World summer program. Next, they were off to Provence, where Julia wrote a 70,000-word textbook entitled Brilliantly Lit, and of course, translated Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales from medieval to contemporary 20th century prose. Amazing. I'd like to recognize Julia's love of English by quoting her favorite romantic poet, John Keats. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness, but still will keep a bower quiet for us, and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Thank you, Julia, for sharing your joy of English with so many students and colleagues at Collingwood over these years. Congratulations on your retirement.
Hello, Mrs. Clark. It's Alexander Ludwig here. I'm so happy I got this opportunity to actually thank you, and I hope it can be in person too. But congratulations on your retirement. I'm so grateful for everything you've taught me along the way. We've been on some pretty crazy journeys together, whether it was in Greece or in Oxford. And all along the way, you just taught with such passion, and you were such a good friend and teacher to me. And I'll never forget it. And I wouldn't be here without you. And I just want to say how much I love you. And I hope you have just a wonderful retirement. And I hope I get to see you soon.
Oakley dokley then, chaps. Hi, I'm Charlotte and I'm part of Grad 2020, and I just wanted to say thank you so much, Miss Clark, for being one of the best teachers I've ever had. I have so many good memories with you in AP Lit and creative writing, and you've always inspired me to work really hard, be creative, and not be afraid to share my ideas. And so thank you so much. Have an amazing retirement, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Julia, Thomas Drance wanted to congratulate you on a tremendous career. If we're lucky in life, we find one of those teachers who doesn't just teach, but also helps you find what you love to do. And for me, you're that teacher. There's no need for this to be resolved. You are clearly special. You're special to me, and I just wanted to thank you and wish you all the best in this next adventure. Congratulations.
Hi, Ms. Clark. Emily Kelsall here, grad 2016. You are you're just like one of my favorite teachers that I've had in my entire lifetime, my entire experience. And you've been so formative to who I am as a writer and as a speaker. And I'll probably send you an email because there's so much I could say that I can't say in 30 seconds. But I'm so grateful that you've been in my life. You're like public speaking goddess. And I'm so happy for you in your retirement. I wish you all the best. I'll write you soon. Bye.
Hi, my name is Jilly Tiffin, but I was known as Jilly Gear back in those days, and I am from the graduating class of 1991, third year. Oh, it's a long time ago. And I would like to commend Miss Clark for her fantastic service and always being a person who guided me in the right direction, and I think I put a few of the wrinkles on her face. So good luck, Ms. Clark, in your new life. We'll miss you at Collingwood.
Hello, Ms. Clark. It is Megan, graduate of 2015 from Collingwood School. I wanted to say thank you so much for making absolutely every one of our AP Lit classes fun, exciting, and interesting, and instilling such a passion in Shakespeare. In all of your students. I truly appreciated your teaching, and I hope you have a wonderful retirement. Cheers.
Hi, I'm Nikki. I was grad class of 2018, and my message is for Miss Clark. Miss Clark, thank you for making English the most fun that it could be. I think I was the most engaged in English that I ever was in your class. I think there was just always some engagement with activities. There was sometimes treats and sometimes beanbags involved. So I know how much my class really appreciated that in our final year. So thank you, and Collingwood's really going to miss you.
Hey Julia, Sam Loring, class of 2012 here to wish you the most amazing retirement. When I think of Collingwood, I think of you. I think of the amount of time we spent working on speeches together. I think about the shenanigans we got up to traveling around the world together. But most importantly, I think about the love that you have poured into this community for so many years. And for that, I say thank you. You are truly, truly going to be missed.
I'm Sarah Goldberg from the class of 03. Julia, there are no words in the English language to sum up my gratitude to you, because if there were, I'm sure you would have taught them to me. I am so lucky to have had you as a teacher. You are an extraordinary human being, and I miss sitting around poring over literature with you, reading John Keats, drinking cups of tea. I'm wishing you a beautiful retirement full of wonderful wine and travel and many, many books. And thank you. You changed my life.
Ms. Clark, I am so happy for you and so excited for this next stage in your life. I really wish I could be there in person. But given that I'm in New York right now, for everybody's sake, it's probably better that I'm not there in person. I just want to say that you are the best of Collingwood. You are the best of education. You are the best of English literature. And not just because of your accent, that's only 30%. I really am so privileged that I met you. You changed my life, and I'm so proud that I got to know you as a teacher and as a friend, but as a friend who I will never call by her first name. Congratulations, Ms. Clark. I'm so excited, and I hope I get to see you soon.
Congratulations on the end of a wonderful career, Julia. You meant so much to me as a teacher and as a friend during my time at Collingwood and beyond. You laid the foundation for me to be where I am today as a lawyer through our work in debate, and you were always there even in the most difficult times as a listener and caring friend. I wish you all the best in the next chapter of your life and look forward to seeing you soon.
Hi, Julia. This is Taehoon from the class of 2005. I just wanted to say that I definitely still have a love of reading and a love for the original Office, all thanks to you. Congratulations on an amazing career and happy retirement.
This wasn't quite the retirement vision I had, but it is the reality. Here am I, in the middle of a pandemic, makeup on the top, sweatpants on the bottom, speaking to you, saying goodbye to you in a virtual party after a term of online teaching. Yet, the way that Collingwood has rallied around keeping the teaching going, keeping the celebrations going, is entirely indicative of the can-do spirit of the school. Collingwood has always triumphed over difficult circumstances. In the early days of the school, for example, we had no cafeteria, but a lady in biker leathers sold greasy donuts in a repurposed janitor's closet. And know something? They were delicious. Collingwood has always been about the people, never about the buildings. For years, we had some of the tattiest buildings, some of the tattiest classrooms on the North Shore. But parents still sent their children to us anyway because of the spirit and energy that took place within our tatty walls. Cliché alert, I kind of grew up with Collingwood. When I first came to the school in 1987, I was a raw working class girl from England. I had never given a public speech. I had never seen a debate. And yet when I said to the admin that I would volunteer myself as Collingwood's debate coach, they did not say, "Are you serious?" Instead they said, "You go, girl." And within a decade, I was taking my amazing public speakers and debaters all around the world. We went to the US, the UK, Cyprus, South Africa, and had some wonderful times. It was always rather amusing, actually, seeing Shakir and Sarah juggling their massive trophies on one side, suitcases on the other, and then going through the metal detectors at the airports. Quite the experience. Collingwood has always encouraged me to expand as a professional and as a person too. All of those donuts. If ever I was refused an opportunity at Collingwood, I don't remember. I asked for Pro D. Yes, I asked for a half-year sabbatical in France and England. The answer was yes. I asked to go to Europe with our Experience the World program 7 times, and the answer was always yes. In saying goodbye then, I really want to acknowledge the top grade, top-notch people that I not only taught, but taught with, like my colleagues in the English department. I am leaving teaching, but I am not leaving education because that is the best field that there is. I'm off to Vancouver Island with my beloved hubby, and we are going to be writing educational resources. So lots of fun ahead for us. And of course, most of the time, we'll be writing in our jammies. So bye-bye, Collingwood, and thank you. JC Hearts, Collingwood.
Cheers and congratulations to all 4 of our incredible retirees, Jen Hobson, Julia Clark, Shirley Frickberg, and Robert Sword. You've helped to shape our school, our students, and indeed ourselves as educators, and we are grateful and appreciative of everything that you've done to make us all better. Your legacy will live on in our hearts and our minds for many, many years to come. I'd like to wrap up this evening by giving some thank yous. I'd like to thank and acknowledge David Spears for being the team captain and the organizer of this special event. Dave spent hours upon hours organizing and getting the logistics sorted, and it is because of him and the team that he put together that we were able to make tonight happen. Thank you to Jenna Beattie and Mary Kimura for providing administrative support and helping Dave in any way and every way that he needed. You ladies are amazing. We'd like to acknowledge Ryan Tobin for his time and expertise in putting together the video tributes for each of our retirees. And of course, tonight, doing something that we've never done, a mixture of live stream and videotape. Thank you to Gerald Lee for his IT support and ensuring that tonight's event could be successfully shared with all of you. We are so grateful to have had these 4 incredible Collingwood legends in our lives, and we hope that they enjoyed tonight's tribute and that they will be sitting back and going through a box of letters and cards and well wishes, knowing that we are always here and thinking of them and looking forward to the day when we can be together once more. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thank you for participating in this amazing retirement event, and good night.